It's hard to put into words, really.
I'm in an impoverished part of Peru, a young town called Ancon. One of the major issues affecting the town, and indeed much of Peru, is not only access to good education, but ensuring parents commit to their children's schooling. So how do you get kids to turn up at school? How do you ensure parents support their kids throughout education? How do you reduce the wretchedly high levels of domestic violence? NGOs and charities have scratched their heads at this challenge for decades. And sadly, the old methods and archaic tools can restrict positive outcomes. Enter Bitcoin. An NGO powered by Bitcoin has found a way to boost education and improve outcomes for Ancon. The NGO pays community leaders such as this person and this person to distribute funds across community projects around Peru.
Básicamente porque a las personas que les permite tener ese activo digital les da libertad financiera de poder decidir, no depender necesariamente de un banco del país donde están en este caso, pero les permite manejar su recurso, su activo digital, de la forma en como ellos consideran.
These funds are then earned by local leaders who work to distribute funds to parents who are willing to take their kids to schools.
Right there is a school where they're teaching kids the crucial building blocks to education, but with Bitcoin on top. And the mothers receive Bitcoin from the NGO and they pay for their classes to the teacher in Bitcoin. The teacher can then spend some of that Bitcoin, if they choose to, at the bars, restaurants, cafes, convenience stores. It's really, it makes me very happy to see this, but I'm also quite surprised to see Bitcoin in such a remote, desolate place.
Parents pay teachers in Bitcoin for their kids' lessons, as well as entrepreneurship classes. They can improve their English or learn how to make mugs and t-shirts for sale.
Me llamo Miriam, soy la mamá de Jaylin que viene en cuarto grado. Enviamos a la Miss, a la profesora.
Ah, ok.
Sí.
This is not a charity handout. For example, if a parent fails to commit to their son or daughter's education and stops taking their kids to school, then the funding dries up. Peruvians must demonstrate a commitment to progress. They must put in the proof of work. Now, some Peruvians use Bitcoin for saving. Personally, it felt like the town's residents use Bitcoin to buy basic foodstuffs at the convenience stores. Savings culture is not necessarily part of this culture. It's almost a Bitcoin circular economy. Now, from an organizational standpoint, it's also very easy and quick to distribute funds with Bitcoin. For those using Bitcoin on their phones, they can save, send money, and not have to deal with problems at the till.
Esta aplicación así es bien útil. ¿Por qué? Porque así nos evitamos de estar andando con monedas y teniendo dinero a la mano. En cambio, con el celular ya podemos hacer las transacciones, pagar y comprar la pensión de la escuela, estar comprando víveres, ¿no? Y ya nos evitamos estar andando con dinero en el bolsillo. Es más práctico usar la aplicación Bitcoin.
Bitcoin nos permite comprar rápido y seguro y con libertad porque lo podemos hacer desde nuestra billetera digital.
Now, the NGO behind this effort is Motive, and what they're doing here has put smiles on people's faces and helped to shape their future. But this is just one young town. Motive is bootstrapping and empowering 15 towns from the jungle to the Andes using Bitcoin as a tool for empowerment. Naturally, it's also banking the unbanked, and it's grassroots Bitcoin adoption where it's needed most. Over the next 3 weeks, I'll be visiting these communities for an upcoming documentary. But this is a personal plea. If you want to support Motive and grassroots Bitcoin adoption where it matters, then please send Bitcoin to this QR, or you can check their website here. Thanks for listening.
So yeah, the next time someone says Bitcoin's a scam, show them this. Show them the impact that Bitcoin is having on communities like this. Makes people feel safer, avoids problems they have with change, and helps them think about their future in a much more positive and optimistic way. That's just hard to... it's hard to put into words, really.